Obsidian is about to up the gears with Grounded 2. It released in July of 2025, but at Gamescom this weekend, towards the back end of August, we saw tons of new stuff that is going to be coming before the year is out. They've got a fall update and a winter update along the way. Now these include two awesome new things. One of those is a brand new world boss, another one is a brand new biome already. They're expanding the map, the game hasn't even been out for 2 months yet. So pretty cool, excited about that one. Can't wait to see what they do with the new community garden biome. As well as that, there's going to be a brand new buggy. Tons of other stuff was announced at Gamescom. If you do want to check out the full Grounded interview, it is in the description down below. In this video though, we're going to go over the main tidbits of what is coming to the game before the year is out. As mentioned, it's split into two updates, the fall and the winter ones. Now if you're a fan of Grounded, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video and stick around for much more Grounded 2 content. Now we don't have specific dates for these, but we do have a fall update and a winter update. Now we know the main features of these. There's obviously going to be new armor sets, new weapon pieces and loads of other stuff introduced in both updates, alongside some new building pieces and of course the usual bug fixes and quality of life improvements. So all of that is great. They've already pushed out 3 updates since the game released in the back end of July. So that's 3 updates in 4 weeks. Great news from the team. I'm loving that they're actually smashing these out pretty damn quickly and solving any bugs that are getting in people's ways. That's great news. But this is even better. The brand new boss that is coming, Axel the giant tarantula. He's a massive new park boss which you'll need to complete certain quests, variants and grab certain things and make something to actually start this boss fight itself. It's going to be a multi-phase / stage fight with this thing in its brand new own arena. Now the arena looks really cool, as you can see, with all the little army men in the background and the tarantula itself, the size, dude, it looks terrifying. This thing is going to be brutal, but it's fine. We'll do this. We've got buggies. The team have said it can be done solo and with a group, but best to take your buggy with you because the fight is designed with buggy combat in mind, offering this whole massive, just the look of the thing, man, it freaks me out. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do this. It is 16 times bigger than the player. So what's that, 5 times bigger than the buggy? This thing's going to be huge and terrifying. But I'm going to try and challenge it on my own with a pebble or some stupid shit because it'll be fun. And I'll probably die and get stressed. But defeating this thing is going to be rewarding, because you're going to get various rewards such as new crafting items and new weaponry with hints at a giant massive bow. Whether this is going to be more powerful than the current most powerful bow in game, which I really do hope so, but once you've defeated this boss you haven't really got a use for it. Although you might be able to one-shot everything else that is in existence. We'll have to wait and see what the actual weaponry and the armors are going to look like, but I'd imagine there'll be some pretty cool sets that you can make out of Axel's body. Now, the team have also said that this has a little bit of an Easter egg to Home Alone, and that is because the tarantula is named after the tarantula that's in Home Alone 1, which, quite cool little Easter egg there. The one when the whole shelf collapses and the tarantula's running everywhere, and it just appears as a guest star throughout the film. Now, alongside that, there's going to be various insects and... Now, alongside the tarantula, in the fall and winter update, there's going to be various insect variants that come into play, with new crickets, earwigs, along with some existing insects, which will increase the biodiversity and the danger in Brook Hollow Park. So it's going to get a lot tougher with more creatures roaming around. At the moment, unless you go into sort of high value areas, you're not really encountered with too much. And even the mantis and things like that, they're actually not that hard to deal with as long as you've got a buggy with you. It just creates a bit of a distraction. So having a few more out and about is definitely going to be more interesting, make the game a lot more difficult. Because the first one I remember being a lot harder than what Grounded 2 is. It's an enjoyable experience that is difficult, whereas some games can have that just be really overbearing and just knock you on your ass, which obviously depends on the difficulty you like playing on. At least with the first playthrough, I think a lot of people will go with sort of mid-range and just be more enjoyable. And I don't imagine too many people play on permadeath because that's just... Why would you do that to yourself? It's unnecessary stress. There's just no need. Psychopaths, a lot of you. Now, obviously, with some of those new building pieces, there's going to be things like base defense, revamps, and upgrades, as well as a new turret that is mounted to the back of a ladybird. Now, that won't be coming until the winter update, unfortunately. Now, the winter update includes one main feature, as well as all the other features that I've already mentioned, such as new armor pieces, weaponry, decoration, and decorative bits to the base and base building pieces. Various parts of those will come through the fall and the winter update. But then in the winter update, we're going to have a brand new community garden biome, which is a bit more man-made than what the garden was, or what Brook Hollow Park is. Obviously, there's a lot of natural things in Brook Hollow Park. The ice cream cart's tipped over, and the podium's just planked there. That I think that's really the most man-made thing, other than obviously going into some of the vaults. But in the actual garden community biome, that's going to be like a big greenhouse where you'll have pumpkin patches and various vegetables growing everywhere, which I'm assuming will introduce more of these new creatures like the maggots and the lava and stuff like that. I'm assuming a lot of that will come in to the community garden update in winter. Alongside that, we're getting a brand new buggy, and that is the Ladybird buggy. This thing has a turret on top. This is going to be a tank. Now, as you can see, you've got the turret on top and then somebody sat in the back of it. So how this is going to work during solo, I'm not 100% sure. Whether the turret will be sort of automated or you can control it yourself whilst controlling the buggy, don't really know. But I'd imagine this thing is going to be a key factor in taking down a lot of the bigger enemies like the Axel. Whether they add bigger ones into the winter update is yet to be seen. But they are saying that they're going to progress with these big sort of boss fights, and they're going to have more of those with their own arenas as the game progresses, which is quite cool. And it does seem that sort of like an optional thing. It's not main story level where you have to do it at some point. It's just something you can go and approach if you want and get some really cool rewards for it, which I like that. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. For now though, we are going to wrap that one up there. Bit of a shorter video than usual, but I'm very excited for Grounded 2's future. If there's anything you want to see from me on Grounded or any other survival games, let me know in the comments down below. For now though, we're going to wrap that one up there. I've been Wired, you guys have been awesome, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.